What up, friends and family? How y'all feel? Y'all feeling good? Y'all ready to get it popping? I'm ready to get it popping. I'm absolutely, positively ready to get it popping. How y'all feel today? Y'all in good spirits? Let me see who I got in here. Anton trying to keep us out of those streets. Yes, I am. Mario Elliott. Kojak, my dog, Charles Price says, hello, everyone. Hopefully everyone is doing okay and in a good space. What up, Brandy? Good evening, Martin Meck. What's happening? Treese, Antonio Watkins, Loso Way, Royal Black. I'm technically Tim. Chris Mayberry, Bobby Cherry. Elliot says, gotta go before the street lights. Ari Reed. What's up, Ari? Junior Largy, what's happening? My dog, Mark Pyers, tax coach, Treese, Joe Gunn, Crenshaw Johnson, Game Boy Tommy says, I mess with Time Dog's consistency. You know we don't miss, bro. Come on, man. When is the last time y'all known me to miss? Blake Fields, what up? Universal Trappers, what's happening? Deidre, what up, Deidre? Let me turn on the link. If anybody want to call in because they disagree with me or they have a difference of opinion, you are welcome to do so. Thursday nights is mine. What's up, LS, Danistar, Hamlock Report, Trini Life, Pop Weasel. What up, though? Jerome, Joe Mama, Solutions Trucking Channel. What's happening, man? What up, friends? A.R. Taylor, Berg, Wendell Kilgore, Peter Investor, Michael Penix. What's up, friends? We got a few things that what up, E? What up, though? Hey, we got a few things that I think that we're gonna go over today, but one of the things that I like about this channel, what up, Optimus Prime? One of the things I like about this channel is that we're able to pivot when we want to because we can kind of do whatever it is that we want to do. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of different things that happen across the board as far as people giving different opinions and different content. And, we can, if anybody sees something that y'all feel like I need to address, then we can pivot and we can do that. So there is no real pre-planning. We got some general stuff that we'll probably tackle after hours. Amber Rose. I seen Candace Owens. Candace Owens had talked about a lot of different things on the Breakfast Club. So if we can get into that, I'll try to get into that. A lot of times they be trying to stop the stream when you go too far into the Breakfast Club stuff. But we'll see what that's happening. And it was a chick out there that basically said that what she learned from dating Richmond. So we'll get into that. And then our latest crash dummy is Amanda Seals. Amanda Seals. LS says, how you feeling this evening? I feel good. I need to shave. I really do need to shave. I'm out here. Look, I need to shave. I need to get a manicure. I need to shave. I need a lot of different things. Nails is all cracked up and stuff like that. I said, I don't know what's going on. I just been working. That's all I do is work. I work. I went over my daughter's credit cards today. Well, it's not really her credit cards, but she got she got cards from us. So she's an authorized user. Actually, she's not even an authorized user. She just using my cards. So my daughter got some cards that she used in order for her to be able to get back and forth. And, she got her car now, or she got her truck. And she been getting back and forth. And so, I came in and I'm chilling in her bed. And then she came into my room and she was talking junk. I said, let me pull up your credit card spending. I said, I paid the credit card bill off every single month. Do you know that my daughter racks up on average about over $3,000 a month in credit card spending? And that ain't even including how much she gets from her allowance. I said, Leslie, what the heck is going on? She out here shopping. And when I say shopping, she's shopping. Gas, shopping, hanging out, friends, traveling, going overseas and stuff. I said, Leslie, you are spending on average. I literally pulled up my daughter's credit card bill and I said, you spending on average over $3,000 a month on a credit card. Dad, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. She kept trying to. I said, get in here and come look at your spending. I don't want to see it, Dad. I don't want to see it. Rita, that's a whole nother monster. That's a whole nother monster. Rita is a whole nother monster. She up there planning for her next purse. Oh, I'm only gonna need a little over $4,000 for this one. Don't ever listen. I'm the girl whisperer, okay? So I understand girls, I understand women. God made me a girl dad for a reason, for whatever reason. I have no idea. I know why, because I understand them. So I keep them in check and I keep them in tow. But let me tell you something. They see me as a walking ATM. That's all they see me as, is a walking ATM. That is not true. And I don't. My daughter talking about, Dad, it's time for some upgrades. It's crazy, bro. It's absolutely crazy. What up to all my friends in here? I see y'all. Did you read about Benzino taunting Eminem by shooting a diss music video at Eminem's mom's spaghetti restaurant? No, I don't. Anton, what if you screen record the videos to react to? I'm not doing all of that. I'm not doing all of that. I don't have no problems with none of that. I dispute, I go through, I get the permissions and everything. I'm not doing none of that. AL says shout outs from ATL NSBE convention. What is the NSBE convention? Let me look that up. Let me pull out my phone. What is the NSBE convention? I don't be knowing. I don't go to conventions. NSBE. Supporting black engineers. Oh, shout out to the black engineers. That's actually a good one. I rock with that one. Thought y'all was going to hit me with some kind of fraternity sorority thing. Shout out to the engineers out here in the building, the STEM field. Did you see the video of the migrants running over the U.S. border and patrolling El Paso? Yeah, I seen it. I'm going to react to that tomorrow. We going to get that. We going to get that. What else am I missing? What up, Kojak? Kojak is my guy. Anton, I'm a girl dad too. Oh, so you know my suffering. You know my suffering. That's what the men in my family say. A walking ATM. See? Facts ADM, I went and locked my daughter's card. I was just getting ready to say, those are your girls walking bankroll. Every woman around me is, I was thinking the same thing, more threads. Benzino, they too old. Like, once you get 50, pulling up to somebody's city, like they doing over in Philadelphia and stuff like that, I don't pay no attention to that. You hear about the bag fumbler of March, former Lions player Cam Sutton? No, I haven't heard about Cam. What happened with Cam? Shout out to the Society of Black Engineers. Shout out to him. All right, you got to do it. Nah, I'm not. You know, I feel you, Maestro, and I appreciate the suggestion. I just don't have the time. I don't have the time, and I don't have the patience. I would rather just not react to it if I got to do all of that. Planet Fitness stock is now due to transgender controversy. I would never invest in Planet Fitness anyway. Forget them purses. Give me that 4K and we'll make it 10. We building whole houses, bro. We not worried about no $4,000. I'ma just tell you. Like, I know everything is a flip game and all of that. Bro, she building whole houses. If she want a little $4,000 purse, she can have one. If she want if she wanted to go and get a Lambo Urus, she can have that. I don't care nothing about that, bro. I don't care nothing about no money. Money is the last thing that I'm worried about. I joke on them because I try to teach them discipline and good habits and make sure that my daughter understand the value of money so that she doesn't create unrealistic expectations as she's growing up. But money is the last thing that my girl's got to worry about. Any girl that's around me, the last thing that she got to worry about is money, protection, being in a good space, paying for something. That's not it. Hey, is your car in here? Where's your car at? I haven't seen your car. Where's your car at? Hey, you know I'm spoiled. You know I'm spoiled when I be looking in here like, oh, I'm missing somebody. Where's your car at? I don't see your car. Anyways, all right, so where y'all want to start at? We can start at Amber Rose. We can start at the girl that say what she's used to dating with rich men. Where y'all want to start at? I don't know where it, because Amber Rose says something about Kanye owes her, or he should send her $20 million or something like that. Let me get some stuff up here. It's a lot going on out here in these streets, man. Lots and lots and lots happening. All right, so y'all tell me where y'all want to start at. I'm going to start getting this stuff prepared because I like to have a little thing at the bottom to make sure that y'all know what we talking about at the time that we talking about it. And we'll go from there. Let me see what the chat talking about. Amber, I'm going to go with what our street said. Amber said, hey, did somebody, he said I'm a super simp. I say campaigning. I'm a super simp. What a cornball. Shout out to Aaron. Aaron also says 20,000 black engineers in the convention this year. What do y'all do there though? Like, what is the purpose of the convention? What's the purpose of the convention? Is what I'm trying to understand. Like when y'all go there to the convention, because I know that a lot of these Candace at the Breakfast Club, that's what y'all want to talk about. All right, we can try to mine out the Candace stuff, then we go to Amber Rose. What's the purpose of the convention is what I'm trying to understand. Because conventions, from what I understand, from what everybody keep telling me, is just an opportunity for people to try to get their fuck on with somebody that they meet at a convention. Or I could be wrong. I know that sex is always on the mind of everybody, so let me see. Candace can't just like Candace. Candace been making her rounds out here in these streets. Candace Owens, Breakfast Club. What's up, Messy? What up, all of my friends? We'll start with Candace Owens and we'll go from there. So let me get it together because we kind of do things impromptu. And again, if you guys have anything that you disagree, yo, how come y'all don't come up here and call me a simp? Like, why do y'all feel comfortable saying that in the chat? All right, let me see if I can get this. Candace. There we go. All right. Let's see if we can. Where's the part at where she was talking about? Because I really only want to go to one part. I don't want to look at the whole interview. I don't have time to look at the whole interview. Where's the part at where she actually talks about dating a white man? Let me see if I can skip through this.
And you're turned off from it.
Yeah, and I don't even think it's necessarily the politics. I really do think the media plays the biggest part in it because Trump, as far as I know, Trump's been, maybe he used to be a Democrat, but he's been a Republican and a conservative for a long time. I mean, we know he had to have been a conservative in terms of economics. You know, he's wealthy, so you'd be hard pressed to find someone that's wealthy and, you know, advocating for Marxist beliefs. But yeah, I just feel like it's more about the media wants power. The media has a vested interest in things politically, and they like to make us think that we're having this open conversation and we're learning the truth about people. But these are just hatchet smear jobs, libeling people, and I think deluding a ton of people to turn against their own best interests.
So were you more anti-media as opposed to being pro-Trump?
Well, no, I actually, once I actually heard what he had to say, I was like, that's a pretty solid pitch. I mean, it was his Dimondale, Michigan speech particularly. He got up there and he just started listing all of the statistics in Black America in terms of poverty. I mean, these were just real statistics that he was talking about. And his pitch was basically like, you've been giving your vote to Democrats for 60 years. Why don't you just try something different? You know? I think that's a pretty good elevator pitch. Like, hey, you've been doing the same thing for a long time. I'm not saying I'm amazing, but why don't we try something different and see if
Black is back. You're lying. I seen the clip. I seen it on Instagram. I didn't see the whole context of it, which is one of the reasons that I'm looking for it. If anybody can give me the timestamp that she said it, then I'll be happy to play that. Scooby Don, I'm gonna show you a super chat shortly. Y'all just be lying, man. You lying. You started off by saying I'm not gonna lie. That's not what I'm not gonna lie. She kind of ain't no listen. That's a female pitch. Nobody says I'm not gonna lie. She kinda. Either you did or you didn't. That's not what she said. And I can't wait to get to it. And I'm looking for the timestamp, so I'm gonna zoom to it shortly. But that's not what she said. She didn't say that no black man is too intelligent for her. That's how y'all. This is why I like to review stuff for myself. Y'all just be saying stuff. Y'all gotta stop capping, bro. That's why I'm so glad that I think for myself.
it gets better for you. And then suddenly I like flipped over to CNN and it was Don Lemon's like crying. You know, I think it was, I'm maybe being, but it was just, they were so dramatic and they were lying about what he said. They're like, he looked you in the face and told you you were poor. Like, I'm like, that's not what he did at all. Mm-hmm. So I just got interested. I'm a very curious, interested person. If I get interested in something, I will just take it all the way, read mm-hmm. books. And I'm like, why are they doing this? Like, why are all the media companies that I believed my whole life just lying about it? Just say what he actually said and let Black Americans decide for themselves if that's a good enough pitch. They may have said no. I thought it was interesting, but the lying is something that I think is outrageous. It's gotten out of control.
I think it's worse now. I think it's worse now because not only do you have people who will just create the headlines based off what they feel you said as opposed to what mm-hmm. you said. You have people that will just straight up manipulate your audio, manipulate your video, just to push a narrative. One
of the wildest things, the craziest things that people say about me all the time, and it drives me crazy because it's literally made up. They're like, Candace said racism doesn't exist. If you go mm-hmm. find that.
I hear that all the time. I hear people say that she said that all the time. And I have been searching and I've been looking and I've been trying to find out where that's at. And I personally have not been able to find where she said that racism doesn't exist. I don't even say that racism doesn't exist. I say that racism doesn't exist for me because nothing is going to stop me from getting what it is that I want. As a matter of fact, I also say that I know just as many Black people that are racist than other people are proposing that are racist against Black people. And Black people absolutely can be racist. And they say, well, you can't be racist because you don't have any power to exert over it. Oh, I absolutely can. And more importantly, we see it happen in the Donald Trump right now from Letitia James over in New York and Fani Willis over in Georgia. And they met with Kamala Harris and the Atlanta mayor and the 91 charges that's trumped up. Oh, we absolutely see. And if it can happen against a white president, then you can't sit here and tell me that Black people don't have no power to be able to exert or that the system is against you. Bull. Hot garbage. I absolutely disagree. And again, if any... Black is back was he never gonna say that he wrong. He just gonna be typing crazy.
Headline of Candace says racism doesn't exist. They didn't put it in quotation marks because I never said it. They were like, Candace said racism doesn't exist because she's quote unquote never been a slave. the words "never been a slave" came out of my mouth, but I never said racism doesn't exist. And it was in the context of an entire speech. The media knew that Black people were not going to go watch the speech or try to find the original speech. They were just going to read the headline and react and be like, oh my God, Candace Owens said racism doesn't exist. Like, how could she say this? She's a hypocrite. She's a liar. This happened to her in her childhood.
Yeah, you sued your high school for racism.
Yeah,
So
well,
clearly,
it's actually that's not what happened. I didn't sue my high school for racism.
For not
But
protecting you during that time, I said, right?
Hmm?
They said for not protecting you. They
I
said,
just did deal what the media does.
yep,
yeah,
absolutely.
no, it's fine. I mean, I get it because it's something that I've talked about at length. But essentially, I had the situation happen to me in high school where somebody that I was actually best friends with left me horrific voicemails. They were racist voicemails. There's no other way to slice it.
They called you a nigga because you didn't want to date him?
No, he actually, I think he was gay, to be honest. It was nothing about dating. I think this was
I'm gonna need Charlemagne to do some more research when he has somebody as significant as Candace Owens come on the platform. There's no reason why he should keep throwing stuff out there and not know what the fuck he talking about. This is Don Lemonish right now. This is real Don Lemonish. If you know that Candace Owens is coming on your platform, now I get it. If you got a Sexy Red coming on there, or you got some random rapper or something like that coming on your platform, then that's one thing. But if you got Candace Owens coming on your platform, family, you could do at least a minor bit of research on the very questions that you're going to be asking her. Good God. Like, if you got Vivek coming on there, you got, Biden or a presidential candidate or somebody of significance, Jesus Christ, you're going to at least have to do some research. At least read. When I see people coming on my platform, if I see them, they have a book, I go and I read their whole book. Take me less than a day. Take me less than a few hours to read the whole book. That way I can have a conversation with them and I can ask them context, and it makes them more comfortable with the conversation because they know that you know what you're talking about when you ask them questions and you're not just doing some random stuff. Scooby Don is in the building, says, yo, AD, did you hear about that lady in NY that squatters killed for her home and stuffed her body in a suitcase? NYC is wild. I have not. You got to send that to me. Email me at antondaniels413@gmail.com. That's wild, if that's true. AL says, largest career fair in the country, 600 plus companies, networking opportunities, meeting engineers who can actually impact your life and career. I hire there and mentor college and high school students. Okay, that's dope. I think that that's absolutely beautiful. And shout out to, let me get a round of applause to my dog. I got to give you your flowers, bro, because you're a good dude and you're a good father and you're doing great things. Big Hertification says, Tesla and everyone else, Black, put words in Candace's mouth on IG. She told the story about finding her mate, and they took it as she don't like Black people. I know. Our people are brainwashed, lost, and backwards. Let me find that clip. If somebody in the chat can give me the timestamp of where she talked about marrying her husband, somebody in the chat, if y'all can give me the timestamp, I would appreciate it. Let me see where it is that I can find it.
And it's incredibly racist, first and foremost, but because Black Americans are still, a lot of Black Americans, I should say, are still living under this deception that Lyndon Baines Johnson was a good president.
Thank you. Thanks, Kojak. I appreciate you, bro.
And even though he wasn't a vowel of welfare, Black Americans are, the enemy is, they kind of.
Oh, that makes it. But how were people better under Trump, though?
That's another, that's the thing that really bothers me is love. And basically, that's like angry and hardened. If you even knew half the things that I'm thinking about.
Oh, this is it right here. This is it.
This is very.
Let's see if she said that Black men are stupid.
Yeah,
yes, it is. Every damn
No, he feels Black men should be with Black women because when you're talking about.
Let me rewind it. I want to get the full context.
The Kickstarter got taken down because they said that this would be doxing for it. But I'm glad it didn't take off because, well, they think, now when you look at this environment and see how people are treated when they say one thing 10 years ago, could you imagine if there was a whole app that had that? It would have been used for evil. It really would have been used for evil.
Now, I want to go back to something you said earlier because I know a lot of people will hear you say, well, Candace, you're speaking a lot about, the Black family, but then you married a white man.
Yeah,
Dr. Umar would have a huge problem with that.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with Dr. Umar?
I have heard of him. I have not listened to him, I'll be honest. Mm-hmm. What is his argument?
You didn't miss anything, Candace. You are too intelligent to even remotely have a conversation with Dr. Umar Johnson. You are too intelligent to ever have a conversation with Dr. Umar Johnson. But let's continue. Let's see what she said.
actually, if you could just repurpose his argument
He
for me.
feels that,
Everything black.
no.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Every damn
No,
thing.
he feels black men should be with black women because when you're talking about it from an economic standpoint, you want to grow the wealth as a black family.
How and see, Charlemagne is wrong too. Before Candace Owens even get into it, he's absolutely wrong. How can he believe of growing everything economically as a black family and he's not a man that's married to a black woman? But he got 2 baby mamas. Allegedly. How can Umar Johnson believe this thing that Charlemagne is saying, which Charlemagne gotta be wrong because he's not an actual representation of the thing that Charlemagne is saying that he should do? Let's continue.
But that doesn't.
And if you marry somebody from another race, then your wealth will be with that person, and he doesn't like that.
Okay, I would love to talk to him more about that because I mean, it's always very interesting to me to hear this paradox of black people who will make an argument that the system is racist, and then also make an argument like this, which is essentially making an argument for the Supreme Court to revisit Virginia versus Love and basically say that black Americans and white Americans shouldn't be marrying. I think the greatest thing ever is when people come together on the basis of who they love and get married. For me personally, I never thought of my husband as a race. It's just very interesting to me that see people go, she's married to a white man. When I look at my kids, I'm not like, oh, my kids are mixed. I married the person that it made the most sense for me to marry. I have a mind that is just, if you even knew half the things that I'm thinking about, the stuff that I'm reading, just.
I married the person. She didn't say I married a white man. She didn't say I didn't marry a black man. I'm going to let it continue to play. I want to break this down frame by frame because this is a very example of what is wrong with our community and that we start to conflate things and make it something that it's not and try to make things seem like it is when it's not. That's not what she said, but she said, I married the person. Let me rewind it for you.
Person that it made the most sense for me to marry.
I married the person that it made the most sense for me to marry. Let's continue.
I have a mind that is just, if you even knew half the things that I'm thinking about, the stuff that I'm reading, just go all the time. It's difficult for me to find. It was difficult for me to find a partner that was a challenge to me. The challenge that I needed, whether you want to say like an academic challenge, whatever it is, with my same interests. It just was. What you will know, a lot of times people think that when people come together, it's because of how they look. Actually, I actually read this in a Thomas Sowell book, or maybe it was a Shelby Steele book. People tend to marry their IQ, which is interesting. You think like if you see 2 black people together, oh, it's because they are 2 black people, but actually they are probably better matched based on their IQ. I fell in love with my husband just because I think he is one of the most brilliant people ever. I love him very much. The stuff that.
So I fell in love with my husband because he was brilliant. She actually went against the whole race narrative. And she said that you should marry somebody based off of love instead of marrying somebody based off of identity politics, which is the thing that we advocate for. And one of the reasons why everybody feels so comfortable getting their passports today and going and having sex with and having a conversation with and then ultimately marrying the person that they want to marry. At what point did she say anything about black men? Just curious. I'm going to keep letting it play. But y'all point out to me when she said that black men are stupid. Just want to know.
That we talk about, I'm like, there is no other person that I could have married. We have 3 beautiful children who are growing up in an environment that I am just so happy that I was able to, what every parent wants, to give your children better than you had, and that's all I can say. I'm just the luckiest person in the entire world.
How is he going to feel about you not finding him attractive and just liking him for his mind?
Oh my God. What?
Where in that conversation, in any part of that conversation, did she say anything about black men? At any point in that conversation, did she not speak to the individual in his mind and that he was brilliant? Or did she say, look at, they reaching? Oh, you got to read between the lines. What fucking line? I'm not listening. What part didn't I listen to? I just heard the whole thing in full context. You not listening. What is it that what did I miss? I married this man because he has a brilliant mind and he's incredibly intelligent. I don't look at my kids and say that they mixed. I just look at them and I married him for love. That's what she said. Exactly. She didn't even say it indirectly. There was nothing to catch. There was nothing to catch. At what point in any part of that conversation did she say anything about black men?
He got the smear already ready for the journalists that are listening. Candace says her husband is not. It was a bonus that I also think that he's beautiful and gorgeous and handsome, but it really was about his mind, his ability to just dive into any subject and comprehend it, just any subject. I mean, whether you're talking about mathematics, economics, politics, he could read a book on chemistry, read a book on building houses, and he just comprehends the concept very quickly. So I know I married the right person, and I want every person to never allow race to be a barrier to you finding love. That is so foolish. That will stop you. And by the way, there's this. There has been so much toxicity particularly in black relationships because of the media portraying black men as this or black women as this. And we just have to stop doing that, Yeah.
So she actually stood up for black men. If you listen to, because this is the part that they chopped off on Instagram and TikTok. So she actually spoke up for black men. And she said, listen, we need to stop portraying black men as this and black women as this. And you actually should just go and rock with the person that rock with you. So we're in this conversation. Are y'all able to twist these words up and then make it seem like, oh, now you want to backtrack? You ain't a fan. You was not a fan of Candace Owens. Stop. In the very beginning of the live stream, you just tried to smear her name. And then she actually just stood up for men and women that are black and saying, listen, there is no prototype, and I think that people should marry who it is that they closely align with. Y'all weird, man. Y'all weird. Y'all some weirdos, bro. This is how, no matter what you say, they're able to change the narrative and finesse you. Look, facts, it went over y'all head. Nigga, y'all ain't that deep. Nigga, it's probably not a motherfucker in this chat, myself included, that is intelligent enough to be able to debate with this woman. I'm just going to keep it 100. It's probably not a person that's watching this live stream right now that is intelligent enough to be able to debate this 34-year-old woman. Nigga, y'all is not that deep. Oh, man, we got our third down. Nigga, you not part of the Wu-Tang Clan? Y'all niggas is a mess, bro.
Have you ever dated black men before?
Yeah. I dated black men, which is another thing that I always find really funny because the media tries to portray me as someone who only liked white guys. Actually, if you want to be honest, I started off on a really strong Asian kick in my life.
Oh my gosh.
I thought I was going to marry an Asian man.
What's fine?
I did. My first boyfriend was Japanese. My second boyfriend was Korean. I just really loved Asian men. It was weird.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
like, I
And
was
you was in Stamford,
screaming.
Connecticut. There was an Asian population in Stamford,
Yeah.
Connecticut.
Well, I mean, there's Asian population everywhere.
I don't know. So was there a higher one in Stamford, Connecticut?
No, I think I just pursued Asian men. I don't know. I just liked Asian guys.
Yeah.
Candace Owens fetishizes Asian men.
Oh my gosh. Stop painting the headline so they can grab it. What is wrong with you?
What do you think is the biggest
Tell the truth.
misconception of Candace Owens?
I think the thing that I hate the most is the media always makes it seem like I'm so angry all the time.
Okay, so now she done with the black man conversation. I'm not going to keep streaming this because there's no point. She spoke. I looked at the entire thing in its full context, and y'all niggas is wrong. Y'all just wrong. Y'all flat out wrong. And so y'all not that deep. Y'all not that smart. Everybody acting like, oh man, we so smart. You niggas must be from New York, because every nigga from New York think that they smart. And I mean, let me stop saying the N-word. But y'all just, it's all hate, bro. It's 100% hate, 100% of the time. And I don't know how y'all just keep doing that. How do y'all just automatically make something about something that is not? That's some weirdo behavior to me, bro. Y'all need to pray. I'm going to tell you what my mama used to tell me. Man, you need to pray for yourself. Y'all genuinely need to get on your hands and knees and seek God. Tell him to change your reprobate mind and evolve it to not just look at everything and try to spin it into being something. I hate people like that. I hate being around people like that. That you can say something and then you be like, yeah, man, because I went to the game yesterday, and then they be like, oh, so what you saying that ain't nobody else good enough to go to the game with you? Be like, I'm sorry, what'd you say? Yeah, you said that you ain't go. You went to the game yesterday after we was talking about football. You just start looking at them. Once you realize that the hate is so real, and people just make up something because they just looking to argue or they looking to just have a problem. You just go ahead and just remove yourself from the situation. That's literally the conversation where they say don't argue with fools. And I'm not about to be sitting here going back and forth with people. That's silly. I'm gonna read these super chats shortly, and then I'm gonna get into Amber Rose. Candace Owens said that black men is not intelligent. Where? Where you see that at? How that play out? Niggas be making it up as they go. You just ain't that deep. It went all the way over your head. I'm more intelligent than you. She more intelligent than me. So whose head did it go over? Boys, it's wild out here. Kojak in the building. Kojak says, "Hey, bro, I just sent you 2 emails. One about the Cam Sutton and one about Eric May's funeral." Okay, I got you. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you, Kojak. You see my camera? It's pixelated. Look. Why's my camera like that? It ain't choppy for you? Look choppy to me.
Mine is also delayed.
Devontae says people have the right to have a preference. But for people who claim to believe in God, why wouldn't God have made it to where men can only impregnate women of the same skin color if it was that important? It's not choppy for you? You don't see me jumping around? Look, it's choppy for me. It's absolutely choppy. I'm about to update. I'm going to fix it in a minute. I got it. Let me read this last super chat. Thank you, Devontae. I appreciate you. Anthony Boom says, what up, AD? Real talk. No one should give Tesla any attention after her interaction with Vivek. She is a bird and has low intelligence. I agree with you. Let me go ahead and see if I can fix this. Well, let me get this Amber Rose situation popping. I appreciate all of the super chats. Let me see. Candace Owens needs to be protected at all costs. It's sad when people watch her in full context and still misinterpret what she said. And they say it out loud and they be sounding like fools. No, I'm not going to reboot. I'm going to just switch the camera up. Give me a second. I got y'all. Thank y'all. Let me get this Amber Rose popping up and then I'll switch the camera up and then we'll go from there. Give me a second. Rita crazy. She don't know no better. If you're not looking at your screen and can't tell that it's choppy. I didn't know that Amber Rose was an atheist. That's why she's so crazy, bro.
Media covers your story.
Booked and busy.
Yeah, but I appreciate you being patient with me, and I'm finally here.
Of course. I mean, it's not like I can say no. I mean, what am I going to say? I'm not going to argue with Amber Rose. It's just not going to happen. First of all, you look really good today. You look good every day, but I don't know if I've ever seen you in pink, but the pink really works.
I do not usually wear pink. No, I'm usually in all black. But I just felt, I don't know. I just felt like a happy color today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, so why pink? Why does pink make you happy?
Pink is just it's just a happy color, like yellow, like bright orange.
Yeah.
You know? When you wake up to like bright colors, you usually have a better day.
So everybody watching the show, if you've been following my career, you know Fat Jason was being an asshole to Amber Rose a long time ago. We've never done an interview since then. Right?
Really?
No. I don't think so.
Really?
Years. This has been years.
You know, we blocked each other. Well, I blocked you, I think. Well, I definitely blocked you, but I don't know if you blocked me too.
Okay, see, that's how we're gonna start the show. What happened was, I was being an idiot. She blocked me, or I blocked her, or maybe we just blocked each other at the same time. And then we had a great interview, which that's when I really, for the first time, having heard Amber Rose or heard the Amber Rose that nobody ever heard talk.
I don't want to hear about whether or not he blocked her or not. I just want to get straight to it. So let me see if I can find something interesting in this.
Was gay, and he came out to me first, and he was like 13. We lived across the street from each other. So that's how I started going.
Got to a wild part of the interview. All right. Let me go get fast forward.
He thought I was the girl, like one of the girls. And I was like, oh no.
I thought that she would never cut her hair off again. I thought that it was an interview where she said that she was never cutting her hair off again. Something like that.
Like, I have a vagina, if that helps. He was like, oh, bitch, you're my daughter. Like, I'm taking you out. And then so that's when I did the...
So what you doing? You were face, for sure.
I was face, yeah.
Okay. Was that the only thing you walked, or what else?
That's the only thing I walked.
Really?
Female face.
But
I'm undefeated.
Gave him everything else. You could have gave him body. You could have gave him everything.
It's difficult. Before I try to find this, if anybody could actually find the part in the live stream where she talked about Ye owing her $20 million or something like that, y'all hit me up with that and send me where that is. It's very difficult. Listen, we're going to have to endure through this one as far as this interview in particular. Yeah, I did skip to a crazy part because the sass of it almost seeming like a girl interviewing a girl is wild to me. All right, so we're going to have to endure through this. Let me see if I can get to the parts where it's actually meaningful.
Projects, being with someone that at that time had been famous for a while and understood how to navigate fame. I did not understand how to navigate fame.
And there's no training program.
There's no book, there's no training, you're kind of just fed to the sharks, right? So it's like, you're my...
Talking about being with Ye at this point. So I'm guessing she gonna get to that part.
Girlfriend, wear this, don't say anything, whatever they say on the internet, don't respond, don't have social media, you're on my time. And I don't want it to sound like some dictatorship.
It sounds like he basically showed her how to navigate around in fame. She sat here, she said that it wasn't no blueprint, but she's basically saying that Ye trained her and gave her, first of all, let's be clear. None of us would even know who Amber Rose is if it wasn't for Ye. None of us would know who Amber Rose is if it wasn't for Ye. All right? So let's be very, very transparent about that, right? And she's basically saying that Ye gave her the game and gave her the blueprint of how it is that you're supposed to operate when you're famous.
Type of situation, although it felt like that at the time. But I can look back and say, like, I definitely think he was looking out for my best interest because I wouldn't have been able to handle that. And so it was a lot. It sounds really cool. Don't get me wrong. It sounds amazing. But when you're actually living it, you're in like this alternate universe type of mindset. Like, you can't believe it's happening, although you appreciate it, although it's very hard because you can no longer be normal. You can't be a normal person anymore. That's over for you. It's literally like, as soon as that happens,
it's like night and day.
As soon as you're famous, and this is one thing that people don't know. Once you are famous forever.
Yep.
If you go outside and you see somebody from the Real World season 1, you're going to be like, oh shit, that's you.
Right.
Yep.
There's levels to fame, but you will be famous forever, no matter what, till the day you die. So, that was something that it was hard for me to deal with.
People was trying to clown a former NBA player, the old school NBA player, didn't even realize that he was rich as hell. They was trying to clown him because he was working at the grocery store bagging groceries and he was being a crossing guard and stuff. And he was happy. He was happy. And people was trying to pull out their phones and stuff like that and try to record him because he was just living a regular everyday life. You can't go back to just being a regular everyday person. And once you cut that camera on, and people find out where you live or they find out how you move, it's over. It's 100% over.
Deal with.
But what was the hardest lesson about it? Because in 2000, in that time, what was it, 2009?
I mean, I had Perez Hilton drawing cum on my face on his website, you know? That was a lot to deal with as a young girl. And also being so loved by everyone in my neighborhood. Like, oh, that's Amber. She's like one of the dudes, you know? Like, that's what people would say. Like, she's the homie. That's actually one of my toxic traits, that I still think I'm the homie. That I can hang out with guys, and the internet's, you know, they think if I'm in 20 feet of somebody, I'm fucking them.
Right.
But yeah, it was very difficult because I couldn't. And then also going back to Philly, right? I want to go see my friends. I want to go to a block party. My friend's cousin's having a fish fry down the street. Like, I want to go.
Nope.
And it's like, you can't. Your life is different now, and you cannot go there because now it's unsafe for you.
Was Kanye the type of man who was
But for some reason, I don't think that she would trade in the fame to be little old Amber on the block, like Jenny on the block. Listen, man, ain't nobody feeling sorry for none of that shit. Nobody feels sorry for you. And I'm not saying that she's looking for sympathy either. But I can't stand when celebrities try to make it seem like, you know, oh my God, it's so different, it's changed and all of this stuff. Man, let me tell you something. I wouldn't trade this in for nothing in the world. What up to my guy, your car? Finally, your car is here. Dog, you don't realize how much you miss some of these people in the chat until you see them. Your car, I really appreciate you. You're my guy. Can you do me a favor, your car, and find out where in the live stream that she talked about Ye owing her money, or Ye should give her 20 million or something like that? I appreciate you, big dog. I'm so excited to see your car in the chat. Matter of fact, I need to also give Fa Brown, I need to give him a wrench, even though he crazy as hell. Fa's crazy, but I got to give him a wrench real quick. Let me give out just a couple wrenches. Got to make sure a couple people. I only do a couple every once in a while because I don't want it to get overwhelming. I ain't one of the motherfuckers that just give out everybody a wrench. I don't do that here. Let me get hook up Fa real quick. Add as a moderator. Got it. Cortez Cookies, mod. Got it. I'm only gonna do a couple. And so if you don't get one that ain't personal, we just trying to figure this out and putting it in perspective. Yeah, I think that's it. Is Quentin here? Where's Quentin? Does Quentin got a wrench? Okay, I got to make sure that Quentin got one. All right, we good. That's it. We just going to do a couple. We ain't going to do any more than that. Yeah, I got to get Tony on one. That's it. We gone. All right, so let's get back to the live stream. I don't want to get too distracted. All right. Your car, Kojak, all of them boys, them my guys. Them my guys. They love me.
protecting you from the public or protecting you from yourself or protecting, like, did you feel like he had your best interest at heart? Initially.
Looking back, I could say halfway yes. Mm-hmm. At the time, I felt overly controlled by him. I felt like I didn't have a voice. I felt like that I couldn't be myself anymore. I had to kind of be like a robot, like a shell of who I used to be. Mm-hmm. But I think that if maybe he told me what it was gonna be like and gave me the opportunity to say, yes, okay, that sounds really hard to deal with, but I'll try. Or no, maybe we can just be friends. I didn't have that. So I was kind of thrown to the sharks. And then it was like, you have to deal with essentially millions of people that don't like you for no reason. And mentally, that's not, it's very hard.
But did they not like you because they didn't like him?
No, I think they didn't like me because they felt like I was undeserving. It's like, who the fuck is this bald-headed bitch? She's from Philly. She was a dancer. Why did he choose her? Why did he pick her? Why does she have that on?
And this was right after he was dating Salida, right?
I don't know.
But because then when you came along, and this is another thing we'll connect on in a second, me and you are both mixed. So when you first stepped on, it was the white girl,
Oh,
she's the
yeah.
white girl, right? And then, like, because I still, you ain't black, you're Mexican, I'm like, no, I'm black.
Right.
And then you find yourself fighting to make people understand that you're black.
Right.
Then you think you crazy because you ain't black enough. Then you just fucking,
Yeah, then
But
you throw hands.
Then you throw hands. Then
Right.
they go, oh, she black, But no, we want to get into that too. But like, did you ever feel like you were because a lot of people look at
Amber Rose was a lot more attractive when she was quiet and she wasn't talking. When she was just showing up with Ye and she was just appearing and she wasn't actually having conversations and stuff, she was a lot more attractive. I think that it's not all women, but some women are just there to be looked at. But then I get it. You want to be known for more than that, and people have aspirations and stuff like that. So, I'm not knocking her for her hustle and her grind or whatever, but when she was mysterious, when there's a little bit of mystique with you and everybody don't have access to you, it seemed like you just become a lot more coveted, like you a lot more attractive, you a little bit greater and all of that stuff. So, but the minute that she started getting the tattoos on her head and she started talking and giving her thoughts and doing the slut walk and stuff, all of that junk went out the window. It just goes out the window. Some women in real life, when they open up their mouth, you just lose all respect for them. Like, ugh. Like, you that? Really?
Ye's relationships, like you, Kim, Bianca, whoever, and it's almost like you're a prop, or like you're not a prop, but like like I don't know, a showpiece.
It's very like that, yes. It is.
That's
very
what you
like
are.
That. But if you like that, then that's a great relationship for you. Some women enjoy that. I remember, it's funny. I mean, and also, Jason, let's be very fair. I've dated Kanye 14 years ago.
Yeah.
So I just want to put that out there. It's a long time ago.
And for people watching, wondering, why are you bringing this up? Because we have our moment. She comes on my show. We hash it out and become friends, like friends. And then I go to work with Kanye West.
Oh, right.
And
right.
I'm her friend. Oh, I'm going to get there. I have a process. You know what I mean? Let me do that.
Yeah, spill the tea.
Okay, because when you first came on my show, we never got into Kanye like that. Because it wasn't about that. It was really trying to explore and understand this world of
Why you keep making it back about him? I don't want to hear about him. I only want to hear about what she said about Ye. I don't even want to hear about her. Like, I just want to hear about what she's saying about Ye.
Has been standing on all this is just that, okay, once you really pay attention, you get it. So I get it now.
So for example, and this is gonna sound crazy because it's very hard to explain this without people being like, bitch, how are you mad at that, right? So for an example, he would say, we should go to the Vatican. We should go to Rome. We should go to art museums. And I'm arguing with him like, I just want to barbecue with loud music and I just want to invite people over and just.
So basically you a hood rat. And you can't give culture to a hood rat. Ye trying to be eclectic. He trying to learn things. He trying to see stuff he ain't never saw before. He trying to go visit the Vatican and go to the Louvre and art museums and see different things and get inspiration for what his future is going to be. And she like, oh, no, I just want to go back to the hood in Philly and hang with Meek Mill and them. Hey, you could take them out the hood, but the hood is still in them. Listen, they not going wherever they go. It don't matter how much money you give them. It don't matter how much visibility, how much fame. They still gonna have the hood in them. Yay, like, let's go visit the Vatican. Let's go over here. Let's go do this or whatever, man. Who don't want to go see all of this different stuff in history and learn and see things, some of the greatest artwork and architecture and all of this stuff? Who don't want to go and see that? You talk about being in the hood and barbecuing? Yeah, that's why some women look better when they don't talk. Because the minute that you open your mouth, it's like, oh man, that's just another hood rat, bro. That's just another hood rat, man. When we didn't know who she was, and it was like, oh man, who is this chick? The discovery phase and all of that, and she was mysterious, and she was just walking around with Ye. She was sitting next to Beyonce and them. Nah, she not worthy to sit next to Beyonce and them.
vibe out and like smoke a little something and eat like a burger.
Jesus Christ.
Because I'm a South Philly girl. I need some normalcy to make me feel like Amber again. So the Vatican is cool, but I also need a barbecue after when we get back to LA.
Right. And if you barbecue at the Vatican, you definitely ain't getting invited back.
At all. No, it's a wrap. It's over with. So I need a balance. I need to have a balance, and there was not a balance.
Y'all better leave these hood girls alone, bro.
But again, I feel like maybe somebody like Kim, that was an ideal situation for her because she maybe comes more from that world.
I see you time out where she talk about being an atheist. I get to that.
Understands his world better than I did.
No, she comes from the world of her daddy is an attorney, her mother is somewhere in the kitchen pushing cookies, and then she fucked Ray J, made a sex tape, they sold it, she got famous, she found Kanye, she became super famous.
This nigga's a hater. Go to bed. Go to bed. You didn't hear me?
Oh, you talking to me?
Yes. Go get in the bed. Why are you looking at me?
I got a live stream.
You slowing me down. You messing it up. I'm trying to play this video and you still over there. Go get in the bed. Go get in the bed. Now. I don't care about no tantrums. Go get in the bed. Go. Go get in the bed. Keep on sitting there. Got that slow walk. Pick it up. Jesus Christ. She thought I was talking to the video. No, I'm talking to you. Go get in the bed. Tired? Sleepy?
Anyway, because people have different pathways into this world. Some people want to be famous, and some people just get it.
I just got it.
Right, and
Yeah.
Kim didn't. But anyway, you ain't. I said it, not you. Okay, so then, did you ever go to the Vatican?
We did.
See, did you see the Pope?
We did.
Y'all saw the? Did you meet the Pope?
Look, Anton is so controlling. She laughing at y'all because she know I know what's best for her. I am controlling. I am controlling because when she came out here, and she literally came out here just because she wanted to be next to me. She tired. Her eyes is heavy. She about to fall asleep. And when she started getting like that, she started getting cantankerous. Her back will start hurting and all of that. Y'all got to remember, man, that just a month and a half ago, she just came off of a surgery. You know what I'm saying? So, and she came off of a major surgery. And so sometimes you got to do the thing that's in the best interest of the people that's around you, even though they want to be next to you and they want to sit there. I'll be in there in an hour and some change. Go lay down and watch it on the big TV. You can still hear me. I'm still in the house with you. I got this. See, a lot of y'all so used to being in a partnership. This is not a partnership. This is a benevolent dictatorship. And when I see something that needs to be done, I give you grace, but sometimes I pull rank. And it's time to get in the bed. I got this. I know her better than she know herself. I got this. I know what's best for her better than she know herself. And so it's time for her to lay down. She in there nice and cozy. She more comfortable right now. She can lay in the bed. She can prop her head up. I bought her the best mattress, spent like $10,000 on the mattress. Go utilize it. She good. Don't worry about what we got going on over here. We got this.
He was like out the window.
Waving. Mm-hmm. Was he waving or was he saying Kanye go?
Yeah. I think he was waving.
But coming from South Philly and being a stripper girl on the bus signing autographs and now at the Vatican waving to the Pope.
Yeah.
What is that experience like? Does that
It's
change
surreal.
the lens of the world for you?
It does, yeah. You definitely look at the world as Philly. It's a very small place. Once you start traveling and stuff like that, you're just like, wow. You know, you read about it, you know, you see stuff like growing up and you learn about it, but when you see it in person, it's definitely surreal.
Why do Philly people have this Philly pride? You, Kevin Hart, everybody from Philly get on my y'all get on my nerves about Philly.
Because we don't win shit. That's why. We're mad. We're angry.
Really?
Yeah, we don't win shit. And most of our lives, the Phillies never really won. The Eagles never really won. Not until we got older. And we used to have an attitude about it.
But where does the pride come from? It's not the sports. Is it the sports or is it just like meek? Like everybody from Philly just loves Philly.
Say what? What's the timestamp? Oh, 40? All right, 40 minutes. Let's go. Let's get there. Well, first, let me see if there's a little bit more to this, and then I'm going to go. Thank you, Yakar. I appreciate you, big dog.
I remember one time my mom walked me to the schoolyard. Mom,
about your schoolyard.
You're a fucking rock star. And
That was kind of hood.
It was halfway my fault.
Yeah. Why?
Well, him going on stage is not my fault.
Yeah.
But so we're
because you told me the story of my house how y'all got kicked out. Right? How he got kicked out. You had to pack up your things and y'all had to get out of there. I thought that was hilarious.
We did. Yeah, we did. So we're getting ready for the VMAs, and we go downstairs into the car service, and I'm like, you know what, babe? You're a fucking rock star. You need a bottle of Henny. Like, let's just go to the red carpet and just have the Henny and take pictures. You know,
You're a rock star. You need a bottle of Henny. You're a rock star. You need a bottle of Henny. So you DJ Academics now. Okay, I got you.
I'm a South Philly hood bitch.
Encouraging one of the biggest artists in the world who's going to the biggest night of the world with the other people to go get that bottle of Hennessy from the corner liquor store and
no, it's back upstairs.
Oh, just upstairs.
So he was like, yo, that's fire. Let's just do it. Fuck it. And then he runs back upstairs. He gets the bottle of Henny. We just taking shots in the car. It's lit. I'm like fucking dancing on him and shit. We just having the time of our life. You know, at that time we don't have kids. So I mean, we are living our best lives in that car.
And it's good at that time.
Okay, I just want to be fair that we definitely loved each other. We had a lot of great times. Me and Kanye, one thing we used to do,
Hey, you said it, bro. You said it 10 times over. You got to realize when a chick is a liability as hell. Hey, your chick is supposed to be like, oh no, we shouldn't be doing this. They ain't supposed to be getting you to crash the fuck out. Shoot. I mean, crash out. I got to stop cursing as much. I'm going to read the super chat shortly.
All over the world. We used to go and dance everywhere. We would just have so much fun together, right? It was very difficult for me to deal with the fame. So it, in turn, created a lot of arguments because there was things that he would want me to wear that I did not want to wear. I didn't want to wear stuff like that because it was very, like, revealing and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm really not that girl. I'm this girl.
Wasn't she a dancer? So wait a minute. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Wasn't she a dancer? Like not a J-Lo dancer, but like a stripper type dancer. Somebody correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. Didn't she used to take off her clothes at the club? What do you mean I'm not like that? Somebody tell me in the chat if I'm off or if that's maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I got the history wrong. Man, how you gonna sit here and say I'm not like that? That's not the type of girl that I am. But that's literally how they found you. What do you mean?
Girl. You know, so I just want to be fair when I say that.
Okay.
So we have the bottle of Hennessy. We having a good old time. We get on the red carpet. It's fucking lit. It's like everything you would think the VMAs would be. Like fun. Or everything you grew up watching on the VMAs. And so we get in. We're sitting down. I think it's like Solange and Beyonce is kind of like next to me on this side. He's on that side.
What a fall from
And
grace.
I'm like, talking whatever. And all of a sudden, I look on stage and he's up there. So that's why I said it's halfway my fault because I encouraged the Hennessy, but I did not tell him to go.
Why you didn't hold his hand and say, leave the little white girl alone?
Oh, he was already gone.
How did this dude get famous with his interviewing skills?
Gone?
So I'm like talking
The shit out of Chris. So he does that with the girl.
that he initially felt bad.
Okay.
Because he didn't want to take that away from Taylor. That wasn't his main objective. He did not want to do that. He just felt like, as most people felt like, Single Ladies was a better video. It was more viral. More people were doing the dance. And he felt like Beyonce was robbed of that, although it was not his place to do that on Beyonce's behalf. But he felt strongly about that. And he instantly did feel bad, though.
Mm-hmm. But was that the first time you saw Ye's impulsivity? Because I have since learned it and been a part of it and seen, like, was that your red flag? Or did you?
Jason, you gotta think I was very young. I was overwhelmed with life at that time. So I never really thought about, was it the Hennessy? Is he impulsive or is he crazy? Or like I was just like, damn, that's unfortunate. And then we went.
He was happy to be along for the ride because it was Ye and it was famous and it was making you famous and it was giving you visibility.
I don't remember.
Okay, so you're whisked away, you're out of the MTV Awards, the whole world is reacting. Now, of course, you're getting more and more famous by the day.
Yeah.
Because you're a part of all these wild moments too.
Right.
Okay, so at what point did you realize, I'm in danger, I need to get out of here?
I just think when I just felt like my mental health was not okay.
What did being in danger got to do with it?
That I needed to escape that relationship.
Because you had got everything you can out of it.
And I did.
Yeah,
And
got famous.
you got to think.
She got
I
famous.
didn't have money. Like that whole time, I was on his time. I was on his flights. I was doing things that he wanted to do. So I didn't have money. So when I moved into the apartment, I had to owe 3 months rent. Like they did me a favor.
Oh no, we're not gonna skip. No.
I don't want to tell the whole story, Jason.
No. Okay, because here's the deal. Were you not saving money on the side? You're at the Vatican and the Pope is saying,
What money?
You never given money? Like, were you ever, because like Floyd will put money in.
I didn't need it. I didn't need it. He took me shopping every day. He paid for everything. I didn't need money. Like I didn't have, I mean, he had like assistants and people like, hey, I want a green tea. Go get her a green tea. Like, I didn't need money.
At the time you didn't, until you needed that 3-month deposit.
Yes, that's when things got
What
real.
I'm trying to say is you've become mother to the women and teaching these women, like, I think you're teaching women a lot of things now based on what you've been through.
Totally,
So at the time when, go get the green tea, go get the furs, go get this, get the car, get all, you got everything, you don't need nothing. You needed to be tucking away a little.
For sure, but I mean, tell that to a 25-year-old.
No, you came in here with nothing. You leave with nothing. Ain't no tucking away no money. You came with, you leave with the same thing that you came with. You leave with the same thing. And he gave her everything that she needed. She got visibility. She had connections now. She had friends. She had the ability to make phone calls. She can get her Instagram popping and all of that. He gave her life. He breathed life into her. Nobody would ever know who, listen, if you left with nothing and because you decided to leave, he gave her life when there was no talent. Ain't a rap skill, basketball, ain't none of that. The only thing that we know her for is for who it is that she slept with. That's it. And for the buzz cut. So she should be thanking this dude. I don't know what he keep talking about, bro. He basically made her a millionaire.
That's with one of the most famous men in the world, and everyone's waiting on you hand and foot. You're not thinking about that.
Right. But that's why
it's not a thing.
But that's what we're talking about, because it's a 25-year-old out there with a rapper right now being lit on Instagram.
Oh, totally, yeah.
Who needs to be tucking it away.
And she's probably not.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So now, she used the word escape. I didn't say escape. I'm taking you to a scene from my favorite movie. Everybody knows I love it. With the white suit on. When you explain leaving to me, and this is me, Jason Lee, the fan of the industry and culture, talking to Amber Rose, my friend, on the patio, and you're just as a friend describing the experience of the whole becoming you. It was escape. Why you never tell nobody?
Because it's so.
Who is this guy? What are you talking about? What is he supposed? What you want? It wasn't an escape. It was her leaving in a relationship that she no longer wanted to be in anymore. And so she dipped out, apparently, behind the scenes. What you want her to do? Go to the public, go to TMZ and say, oh my God, and try to ruin the reputation of the dude that made her?
So long ago, and it's so not relevant to my life. I've had so many amazing moments, having children, getting married. You know, I mean, the reason why I even attempt to have somewhat of a conversation about Kanye, because he was my stepping stone into fame. And so like, I understand that, and I know that people are very curious about that. So
be loyal.
I don't mind telling bits and pieces.
Be loyal.
But I don't know, maybe I should write a book one day.
No.
It's a very long story, Jason. We've had this story, but it's a long story. But I did wind up leaving. I was very happy to be gone. And when I left, I had no money.
You had nothing.
I had absolutely nothing. I had no money at all. And you didn't even have credit. I didn't have shit. I didn't have nothing. I had a passport.
But you didn't get on a plane to go back to see the Pope. You went down the street to get an apartment and didn't have the credit and had to come up with the 3 months down.
I literally begged the owner of the building, and I said, I will do everything I can to give me 3 months. And I created a Twitter because, previously I did not have social media. I called Nicki Minaj and I was like, sis, can you please just tweet that I have a Twitter? And I probably got maybe 350,000 people in 24 hours to follow me. Created an email.
How many of us can do that? We got to work our butt off.
For bookings, hit this email. I was doing my own bookings, and I was doing the Chitlin circuit. When I tell you the Chitlin circuit, I was doing North Carolina, Memphis,
every booking
Atlanta. Listen, 2,500 all in with flights.
25,000?
No, 100.
2,500?
2,500 all in
with flight
in the back of the plane by the bathroom.
So you was making $199
by myself.
Right.
But I did it.
Yeah.
I did the groundwork. So when anyone ever says like, oh, you got all this money from this, that, and the third, I got my own money. I made my first $1 million in 2011. So that's my money.
Let's give it up for the first $1 million.
What did y'all say? 40 minutes in? Let's go to the 40-minute mark, see what's happening.
I mean, that had to feel good. I mean, that was like a little dig, no pun intended, that, had to feel good.
It wasn't meant to be a factual statement, but it was, he said he owns my child.
Yeah.
He said if it wasn't for him, Wiz would have never met me and had a child, so then in turn he owns my child. And I was like,
not to laugh, but it's kind of crazy.
He's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. I gotta, I mean, it's true that if he would have never met, she would have never met Ye, that she would have never met Wiz, and then ultimately had children. But listen, fam, you gotta let the little chick live. As long as she ain't saying nothing wild about you and throwing your name under the bus, man, let that chick do what she want to do. Let her go and finesse another dude out of a child. Oh, you can't never go and say that somebody else's kid is yours that she had with somebody. Come on, man. Look, I think that Amber Rose is Amber Rose, whatever that looks like to y'all. But at the same time, to say that you own her child that she got with another dude is crazy. Now that's some crazy junk. You can't. Come on, man. You pushing the envelope. We gotta be objective here. We can't just blame everything on every woman. But at this, bro, that's some crazy junk to say right now. That's ego on 9,000 right there. Hey, I own your child because if you would have never met me, then you would have never got it. Nah, that's crazy, fam. You gotta let the little chick live. Let her go, man. Let her do her thing. That's some crazy junk right there, bro.
You don't own my child, but
Fact.
you miss my fingers in your ass. And that's why I said it, but it wasn't
Okay, I have
a factual
question.
statement.
Oh, okay.
Question. By the way, off camera, there's a lot of things I will not bring up in this interview because I really like her and we really like talk about shit. Like we be getting into shit, not Kanye's ass shit, but shit. You know what I mean? Okay. So, do you think a man who likes a finger in his ass is gay?
No.
I don't need.
What? Hey, I thought y'all said that this was the part. Y'all said 40 minutes, right? Oh, I got too far in. Yeah, we gonna bypass that part. What kind of question is that? Man, what is up with him and Don Lemon? What kind of question was that? What? Hey, do you think that a dude that, come on, man, hold on, bro. About to make me cut off the whole interview. I don't know what kind of question was that. I must have skipped to the wrong part. Y'all said 40 minutes and 62, 40, 34. What part of the interview was that? What kind of question is that? Jesus. Hold on, let me rewind. I'm going to just go to 39 minutes and we going to play it through and see what happened. That could quite possibly be the zestiest question. Yeah, I think that they played me. I think they played me. Yeah, I thought I was about to blame y'all. I was about to blame I thought y'all lined me up for that one and see how I was going to react to it. I'm not happy about that part.
He was like giving me advice on relationships. I'm giving him advice on dating. And but no one knows that because I'm just not that person. I don't use people for clout or I don't post or do anything like that. And, you know, we went out to coffee in New York like we have done so many times before and happened to get photographed. And it's like this whole thing. That's why I didn't even say nothing. I was just like, Chris.
Oh, she talking about the person that she's recently been photographed with. Okay, I got you.
You're not saying nothing? I ain't saying nothing. Who cares?
But what advice would you give? What did you give him advice on what he should have done with the Will Smith thing? Because I mean, Philly girl upstage, somebody come up there and slap you, you're probably gonna do what you did to Jocelyn.
Oh, she talking about with Chris Rock. Come on, man, I ain't going for that. Let me rewind this real quick. I'm gonna get to the 40 minutes section.
People. So if you're a good person, whether you're a celebrity or not, and by the way, I have a lot of friends that people don't know that I'm friends with because I'm very, like Chris Rock, for an example, one of my dearest friends for about 13 years.
Really?
Nothing intimate. If anything, I mean, he was like giving me advice on relationships. I'm giving him advice on dating. And but no one knows that because I'm just not that person. I don't use people for clout or I don't post or do anything like that. And, you know, we went out to coffee in New York like we have done so many times before and happened to get photographed. And it's like this whole thing. That's why I didn't.
Come on, man. Chris Rock is one of the most famous people on earth. One of the biggest comedians in the sector. One of the biggest comedians in the sector. You telling me that y'all going out and y'all didn't know that y'all would be photographed together and y'all just be hitting each other up like Chris Rock be calling Amber Rose. Of all of the people that Chris Rock can call, he can call his homeboys, he can call Dave, he can call any other comedian. He can call all of these different people. He can call probably Oprah. He could probably call Michelle Obama. And of all the people that Chris Rock can call, you're telling me that he hits up Amber Rose and say, hey, what do you think about my dating options out here in these streets? Man, they must think that we whole fools. They don't even think that we have, they plan us so hard and they just think that we just boo-boo the fool. Just the fooliest fools of ever.
I didn't even say nothing. I was just like, Chris, You not saying nothing, I ain't saying nothing. Who cares?
But what advice would you give? What did you give him advice on what he should have done with the Will Smith thing? Because I mean, Philly girl upstage, somebody come up there and slap you, you're probably gonna do it.
Yeah, let me call Amber Rose and see what she would have thought because she's from Philly.
Did to Jocelyn.
I'm not going to touch on that, but yes, we've had several conversations about that.
Yeah. Okay. So anyway, so you didn't get any credit or no points on the Nicki Monster thing.
I don't think so.
Could have got something. You should have got something.
I should have got $20 million for my beautiful dark twisted fantasy, but I didn't get nothing. I should have got money for the wax figure that he used without my consent, butt naked, but I didn't get nothing. I didn't get any money from anything. Like I should have, I should have been compensated in some way for using my likeness in so many songs and the wax figure. I had a guy come up to me like, I was one of the people that created the wax figure of you. And I'm like, I was fucking naked. No one hit me up and said, is this okay? Can we pay you to use your likeness? Nothing.
We wouldn't even know who you are. $20 million for my twisted dark fantasy? Is she... Hold on. Is this chick smoking crack? Is she smoking crack? Honestly, is she smoking crack? Does this chick think that she should have got $20 million for my beautiful, dark, twisted fantasy? Jesus Christ. These women are delusional as hell.
Like that, I mean, that is pretty fucked up.
And yet you still give grace, though.
I give grace for my mental health, not for them.
I mean, there was the one finger in the butt thing, though. That kind of got, I mean, that had to feel good. I mean, that was like a little.
Yo, he weird, bro. Honestly, I think that he's weird. I don't know why he's so obsessed with fingers. My bad. I don't know why he's so obsessed with fingers and all of that, but what's his name? Jason Lee? He is weird, bro. That's a weird dude, man. Why? I don't know why he keep bringing that up. $20 million. Man, if you don't get on out of here with that. Yeah, it was lagging. We fixed it, though. We mechanics over here. Thank you to Anel. I appreciate you, big dog. Timeout says, so BBLs is not in style anymore? No more ants? I don't know. I mean, y'all like them, so y'all should keep rocking with them. Chris Monroe, STL, says, thanks for always standing on truth and exposing the lies. Anton, Candace slays the panel and overcame all their shenanigans. We know what it is. Yasir Mohammed says, showing love to the live. Love your content, big dog. Keep killing it. No, thank you, bro. Thank you for rocking out with me, man. And again, anybody is more than welcome to be able to call in if they feel like they got a disagreement with me. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. LA Miles says, as men, we know that most of women are boring. That's a fact. We don't care because we love being around women that are beautiful. That's also a fact. Yes, most of them look even better with their mouths are closed. That is also a fact. LA Miles went 3 for 3 on that one. He almost hit a home run. Went all the way to third base on all of them facts. Shout out to LA Miles. I appreciate you. The Kardashian family is removing their BBLs. I don't believe it. I think that. So they all going to be pancakes? You seen Chloe's body before she started looking like an ant? Come on, man. I don't believe that. I'm going to switch it up. Before I get to Amanda Seales, because I got to figure out what this whole Amanda Seales thing is. It's a woman that's basically saying that things she's learned from dating older rich men. Things she's learned. Let's switch it up, y'all. Let's go different. I have not seen this video yet, but it actually popped up on my algorithm. And so I said, all right, well, we'll give this a chance and we'll see what this is talking about. I like to switch it up. I don't like to just talk about famous people. I like to talk, see what these other content creators that pop up on my algorithm is saying. This is the woman, and she says the truth about dating older rich men. So before we get into that, I did just pull up her Instagram profile because I don't know who she is, and I wanted to see who she was and why she was saying what she was saying. So let me pull her up real quick. This is her Instagram profile. Hold on. Let's see if I can. There we go. So her name is Anastasia. She's a fashion and beauty influencer. She got 900,000 people on Instagram. This is her. Yeah, she looked the type. You know, one of the model type chicks. She looked pretty basic to a lot of us, but she looked like the type. Tall, got a bulldog, super thin. Yeah, she looked like the type. And just because they date them don't necessarily mean that they marry them, so. Yeah. It's possibly believable. All right, so that's her. All right, that's her on Instagram or whatever, so that y'all can better understand what it is that we dealing with right here. And y'all saying she mid because y'all used to super curvy women and all of this stuff, and that's not what a lot of these guys like. A lot of these guys, especially white men with a lot of money, they like a certain prototype of a woman. I'm just telling you, bro. It's a certain woman that listen, if you look at all the Leonardo DiCaprio chicks, they all built just like that. All the Leonardo DiCaprio chicks is built just like that. So in the same way that it seemed like all black men got a type, it's a lot of other guys that got another type too, and they don't want them any more than 147 pounds and, you know, lanky, and they checking to see what that mouth do. So anyways, this is what she's saying. She says the truth about dating older and rich men.
Hi bestie, my name is S1E36 and welcome to my channel. Today I will tell you everything I've learned from dating much older men. All of my relationships were with men that are much older than me. With some of them I don't even live that long. That's our age gap. You can tell me anything you want. You can judge me. You can call me a sugar baby. I literally don't care. I'm making this video because I genuinely want to tell you what it's like and what to expect if you are liking an older guy, if you're looking for an older guy. I've been there multiple times and I've learned my lessons, and the craziest thing is that all these times it's the same thing. It's the same lessons, the same problems. So please stay with me and let me spill you the tea. I've dated a very narcissistic, toxic, and insecure men. Of course I'm not gonna tell the names, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? When you see a very young woman who's dating a much older man, you right away think, oh, she's with him for the money. Honey, yes, and for the money as well. It's so messed up in our heads because there's nothing wrong with a man providing a better life to his woman, to a woman next to him. It doesn't matter how old she is. It's just disgusting when it gets purely transactional, which was never my case.
So wait. I smell cap right away. And the reason why I smell cap is because you can't in one breath say that you're with men just for the money and that it's cool to do so. So basically it's a form of prostitution. I think that most women is just being prostitutes at this point anyway. I don't think that they're really with a lot of these guys. Let me revise that, because let me take it off of just guys with rich men. I think that a lot of guys in general are being leveraged for what a woman can get out of them, no matter how small or how big, whether it's $40 or $4,000 for a handbag, whatever it is. I think that most women are basically prostituting themselves out. And we want to give it a different label because they don't come right out or they're not streetwalkers and stuff like that. But listen, she just said that it's transactional. And then she tried to clean it up by then saying, I mean, it's disgusting when it's purely transactional because that's when they know that it's prostitution. Shout out to Common Man 80. Common Man 80 says, why would an older rich man date her when she brings problems in America when they can go to another country? Man, listen, y'all don't understand. Dudes with money like that, they not passport bros. They have women around them based off of convenience, based off of companionship. And then they might even trade in one in order to get two or whatever, right? But listen, that whole passport guy movement, that's a regular man type shit. I'm just telling you the truth. Like that is for guys that is more concerned about what women are here in America. Guys that have money and guys that have access and guys that can get whatever the fuck they want whenever they want it, they get whatever the fuck they want when they want it. They're not sitting here saying, well, where can I get it from and what country? They want it here and they want it now. And if I see something that I want, I'm going to go ahead and get it. Ain't nobody flying overseas for no pussy. For what? It's right there. And she gonna do what I tell her to do. And money is no object. We're not trying to listen. Guys with money don't value base their decisions. They don't check the price tags. You know what I'm saying? They do it based off of convenience. And so, you know, when you in a certain space, you move how the fuck you want to move, and then people move around you, and they move based off of your convenience. It's not based off of, oh my God, I can't do it here or whatever. That ain't a thing for people that really get it and got resources. I'm just telling you the truth. Look, if you want to know the truth, I'm going to tell you the truth. Ain't nobody flying overseas to go get no pussy or to go date no chick. And it's nothing wrong with it. It's nothing wrong with it. Because I think a trick is a trick regardless of whether you're doing it here or you doing overseas or whatever. It's nothing wrong with it. Look, go and get whatever the fuck you want to get and do what you want to do. I don't dick shame nobody. What I am saying is I'm telling you the mentality of people that do what they want to do and when they want to do it. I got business to take care of. I don't have time to be sitting here talking about I'm about to go overseas for no box. I'm going to California to go get this bag and sign this deal. I'm going over here to New York to go and do this deal. I'm going to fly down to Miami and do this deal. And wherever it is that I am, you going to come with me. And it be a fleet of them. Wherever it is that you go or whatever the convenience is based off of your convenience. I'm not fucking going overseas for no pussy. You can forget that, bro.
Dated billionaires only. That is my type. No. It just happened that I only dated billionaires. But I'm myself coming from a very good family. I've had everything I wanted my whole life. I never had to survive. I always worked since I was like 15, 16 years old. I always had my own money. But it doesn't change the fact that I always wanted to get the best out of my life and experience it at the highest level. The reason why I always went for older guys is because I was always such a mature girl. Like, I'm 23 years old. Some of you think that I'm 35 or something.
No, you look like you 23, nigga. 23 going on 27. Why do these people think that they so mature? Why do women think that they... No, nigga, we not... Let me be quiet.
23, and since I was a teenager, I always was more deep, more mature. I've never been interested to hang out with people my age, and I would always look at the guys my age and be like, these are kids, like, what do you do with them? I would always get so bored with them. I've never been interested in going out and getting fucked up in the clubs. I've never been interested in this drama and insecurity and lack of experience. I always knew what I wanted and who I am, and I knew how I wanted to be treated.
Somebody in the chat saying, Anton, you don't got no bitches, nigga, shut up. I know, I'm married. I'm married for 20 years. Why would I ever get bitches? And more importantly, I don't hang with bitches. I don't even call women bitches. Now, I might throw a hoe in there every once in a while or for the streets or whatever. No, why would I call a girl bitches? It's women in the chat that didn't met me in real life, though. It's women in the chat that didn't met me in real life. Nigga, you don't get no hoes, bro. Why would I get hoes? I've been married for the last 20 years. I'm a family man. I have a daughter that is 16 years old in the other room that I make sure that she's taken care of for college. And I have a wife that I've been married for 20 years. What are you talking about? Why? Is you niggas silly? Listen, if I did get hoes, why would I tell you on the internet when I've been married for the last 20 years? You dumb motherfucker. You was a bitch. That's what you are. Y'all some sucker ass corny niggas. Nigga, we don't pillow talk. I don't sit here and talk about and name names or say that man, no, I don't. I'm very much a family man. I'm chilling on this live stream on a Thursday night at 12, or actually a Friday morning at 12:33 a.m. Eastern. Why would I get hoes? You silly Billy Gumdrop. Now let me get back to the video. Stop distracting me.
And again, unfortunately or fortunately, it's only the older guys who can provide that because they have the most important and precious asset, which is time and experience. They went through all of that. They know the rules of the game. They know how it works. They know how to treat a woman. They know what to do. But when I was younger, I didn't know the other side of it. I don't know the price that you pay for that. And I had to learn. I had to go through my experiences and learn my lessons. So this is what I've learned. There's two types of men in this world. The ones who look at you as a potential wife and the ones that look at you as a girlfriend who they want to have fun with, just enjoy life and not really care. That is a major difference, okay? And usually very successful, rich, older guys, they've been there. They already had a family, probably been divorced, have kids, and now they just want to have fun and not really be committed. They just want to have fun. That's why they go for younger girls who are pure, who don't have any trauma, who are very light and bubbly and fun. Here's the thing. Guys who are much older, who go for a very young woman, they're usually very insecure. Because when these guys have much younger women next to them, they feel so powerful, they feel so strong, and that's what makes them hide their insecurities and feel better about themselves. You might not see their insecurities in the beginning of the relationship, but you will definitely will see them later, and that will affect your relationship. But the most important thing that you have to remember is that it's not your responsibility to heal that guy and to work through his traumas, because that's exactly what's going to traumatize you, my love. You're not a therapist. You take such a huge, heavy role on your shoulders to try to help this guy, to try to heal him, to love him, but you will never be able to heal him because it's...
I'm not sure if they got insecurities. I think that they just dump on you because that's what you're there for, and then they take their frustrations out on you when it comes to sex. And then they keep it moving and they move over into the next girl. Have any of these girls ever wondered why they never get chose long term by these guys and it's only a temporary circumstance or temporary situation? It's not that these guys, I don't believe it's that the guys have insecurities. I think that it's just the fact that the guys do what the fuck they want to do. They say what they want to say and then they keep it moving. For some reason, these women expect for men to be healed. No, we all broken. Money, no money, we're all broken. As a matter of fact, I would say it sounds more like somebody broke her. It sounds like somebody said, hey, baby, your time is up. It's time for you to go back home to whatever apartment that you in. Wrap it up, go get your shit, and let's go. That's what it honestly sounds like. We all broken as men. Every man in this world, in one way or another, we're broken. And I'm not talking about the typical woman who hurt you type broken. I'm talking about on some, yo, we got to go out here and we put our life on the line every single day in order to be able to conquer the world. And sometimes it's hard and sometimes it's difficult and life kick you in the ass and you work hard at school and you take care of business and you do whatever it is that you can. And sometimes you win and sometimes you lose and life break you. But it's just like muscle memory. It's just like working out, right? Every single time that you lift, you basically tearing your muscles in order to make them bigger. And so that's that thing that makes you stronger. It's the suffering that makes you greater. And so they think that it's insecurity, but it's greatness that's really being put into you that allowed for you to get to the point that you are now. You don't think that these dudes failed in their life. You don't think that they messed up a deal. You don't think that they started a business and fucked up. You don't think that, you know what I'm saying, it takes sacrifice and suffering and they had to divest themselves against friends that wasn't going in the direction that they was going in order to be able to become super successful. That's not broken. That's becoming great. That's what it takes to become great. It sounds like that's the makings of a great man. And so she's labeling it insecure. I think that they just told her that her time was up and it was time for her to go home. We had a good time to go home.
It's not your fault, honey. Listen to me. Rich guys, they're so smart. They will test you right away. They will put you in all sorts of situations to test you. How are you going to behave? First, in the beginning, to win you, they will buy you everything you want. They will literally treat you like a princess. They will spoil you with flowers, with anything you want, literally. And they will see how you react. They will see how you accept.
To win you, they already got you.
Those presents and gifts and stuff. And that is a very important stage of a relationship, because if you just keep accepting and taking more and more, and God forbid you start asking for things more and more, they're just going to lose interest right away, because that just makes you so cheap. When you come,
that's the fact. Dudes take care of women and they want to take care of you. They don't want to be misused. And so the minute that women start asking for stuff is the minute that guys start to check out, because they know that you're now a gold digger.
Come from a place of lack and you want to experience all this abundant, beautiful,
she's 100% right about that,
rich world, and you start having it in one day and you have everything you want, you can go crazy. And so many girls do, and they just keep being thirsty for gifts and stuff. And that's where men will see if you're a high value woman or not. You know what makes a woman a high value woman? It's an ability to say no to things that are available and yes to the best. Don't let the men buy you. Know your worth. When you just kindly tell him, thank you so much, but I don't need all of that. I'm more interested in you as a person. His jaw will literally drop and he's gonna be like, oh my God, I found her. Every other girl will fall in love with the lifestyle, with the gifts, with the flowers, with the abundance, with everything that he's providing. But all those rich men, all they want inside is a woman who will see them as a person, who will see their heart, who will see.
Nah, she's wrong about that part. The not being easily impressed by it and not being thirsty for it just makes you it does make you a little bit more valuable, because it means that, you know what I'm saying, you're not some random chick from the hood, even though they still know you from the hood. It's a perception of quality. But the other side of it is, and I don't know, I'm just guessing. I'm not a billionaire, so, you know, it's a different conversation with me, so I wouldn't know. And I don't have any friends that are billionaires, only this 23-year-old that has access to them. But the other side of it is, niggas know that you're not there just to learn them as a person. Girl, you 23 years old. You don't know nothing. It's not like I can take you to any gala or go into any room if you could actually have a conversation. You just there. You a toy. That's just the truth. You are a good toy. You a nice little toy, and we gonna toy around with you at the end of the night. All of that extra stuff, and that's foreplay. That's just fluff. That's just mixed conversation. You're a toy, baby. Ain't nobody care about your thoughts. Ain't nobody trying to check to see how deep you are and that you care for me as a person. He what, 70? 60? You 23. What you think you hear? You think we ain't seen this before? That nigga lived 3 times. 3 times over whatever it is that you are and however old you are. Ain't nobody thinking about you and your thought process. We're not picking your brain. You there for a moment. Enjoy it until you go back home.
Who they really are. And that's who they're gonna spoil till the rest of their life. Not just for a month, not for a year, till the rest of their life. So in the beginning of the relationship, do not be cheap. I actually want to tell you the story with my ex-boyfriend when we just started dating, and he was staying in one of the best hotel in New York City, and he invited me and we had a lunch, and then he left and he was like, I have a room till tomorrow. If you want, you can stay here, use whatever you want, order wherever you want, go to the spa, treat yourself, do everything you want. It's yours. And I was so happy. I went to the gym, I went to sauna, to the facilities of the hotel, but I didn't use even $1 from his card. I had lunch at this hotel and I paid it myself. Literally, when I left the hotel, his bill was $0. I did it because I kind of knew that it's a test. Like, he's gonna see how.
That is absolutely smart of her. She is so wise. That is smart. That is incredibly smart. She did all of the free things. She didn't take advantage of it. And then as a result, it probably wooed him because it was like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Because she got the right mindset. She was smart for that. That's true.
I'm gonna behave when he gave me a green light. And few months in the relationship, he actually talked to me about the situation. He was like, you know what? That was very impressive that you didn't use my card and didn't use my money. And that situation made him respect me even more. Babe, the thing is, you probably will never be able to jump to his level. It's impossible. It's impossible to skip those 20 years of a gap. But you always have to make your own money. You always have to have something that you're passionate about, that you show your men that you're working, that you're grinding, that you're doing something that you're interested in. Because it's so important. If he provides you everything and you just, relax and chill and just follow his lead, he also will lose respect and interest in you very easily. You know how important it is for a man to see that his woman is doing something. Not just to see that she's expecting him to literally cover her all life, but she's passionate about something and she's making maybe not as much money, but it's her money. And that was always my case. And that also really helped me whenever we would break up with my boyfriend. Like, I had my own money to survive and to live my life and to stand on my feet and to feed myself, basically, because at this point, you're an adult. Also, always keep your own apartment. I don't care how good his apartment look. I don't care what he's offering you. I mean, unless he's buying you an apartment. If that happens, good for you. But before you make sure that he's treating you very serious, do not move in with a man. Always have your own place where you feel safe. Always have your own place where you can go, where you guys fight. Do not move in with the successful rich men, because I know how tempting that is. I've experienced that, and now I'm telling you, and we'll repeat that again. Do not move in with a man. Another huge lesson is that all these men, they will literally think that they're responsible to teach you how to live. At the end of the relationship, they're literally gonna be like, I gave you life. I taught you everything. Without me, you literally wouldn't survive. Without me, you wouldn't be where you are. Like, that's the things that they love to say. But listen, not only they can teach you so much, which is true, but you also have so much value next to them.
Translation. She can tell you, and she gave you the absolute blueprint for how it was that you could pass the first test. But at 23 years old, obviously she's not built to be able to stick around. What makes y'all think, listen, what do you think led to the conversation where the dudes that have all of this money and is so rich and is successful, what led up to the point where he got rid of her and he said, I gave you life. I'm the one that helped you. I'm the one that bought you everything. I took care of you over these last few years. If it wasn't for me, you wouldn't be anything. That same advice that she's giving y'all right now, that kept saying, listen, don't do everything that he says and don't do this, don't this, have your own fucking mind and do what you want to do. That's the thing that got her removed. So she was absolutely right in the conversation when she was talking about the test and passing the test. But she's absolutely wrong when it comes to her haughtiness and her ability to be able to obviously keep them and get married or get into a situation where she's in a long-term relationship with these dudes and them deciding to keep her around. That's my translation of it. Listen, if he got to the point where he was saying this as he was removing her, the question that you have to ask yourself is, which is I'm sure she's not going to share with the audience, because she's going to say, this is what I learned from dating millionaires and older rich men, or billionaires in her case, right? She with a B, not an M. This is what she's going to say. But she's not going to tell you how she wound up getting out of that situation in the first place and why he decided to let her go and send her back to where she came from.
I don't think that they only bring something to the table. You bring so much to the table, babe. You're so young and smart. You're a new generation. You have so much to teach him too that he doesn't know. He's old school. He doesn't know anything about the technology, the social media, the cool new jobs opportunities. Like, he's literally out of this world, living in your dad's era. But they usually will make you feel that they are the smartest. They know how to live and you just have to follow the lead. But
isn't that how they became billionaires and millionaires? See, this is where women go wrong. Y'all got to learn how to shut the fuck up. Shut up. It's the same thing when I was just talking about with the chick that we just reviewed before this. Shut up. You don't know anything. Let me teach you. No, listen. You know what? It's time to go. Alfred, can you show her the door? Make sure she got everything so that she don't come back. Alfred, get Mandy out of here. Get her on up out of here, bro. So all of that is this. The minute that y'all start doing this too much, don't nobody want to hear that shit. You're not there to be talked to. You're there to be looked at.
You have to remind yourself every single day that you are very valuable. You're very important in the relationship. And if they don't see that, you have to show your boundaries. And whenever they disrespect you, or whenever they make you feel less, or make you feel sad, you have to show them that you are not happy or hurt. I'm not saying that you have to create drama or argue. You can just politely let your men know that, hey, this hurt me. I will really appreciate that you don't do that to me or don't treat me this way, and you explain why. This is so important. If you just accept their behavior, they will just push the boundaries and they will treat you worse and worse and worse. Unfortunately, that's how human beings are, and that is very fucked up, but it's so true. If you create boundaries, that will make the men respect you even more. And the last lesson that I want to share with you is, I don't care.
All that slapping. Nah, you gotta go. Alfred Bartholomew. By the way, never name your kid Bartholomew, because everybody gonna automatically think he a butler, or Alfred for that matter. Alfred, can you call Bartholomew to go ahead and remove Anastasia over here? Matter of fact, let me give her a little bit of credit also. Shout out to her. Her name is Nastya Swan. Nastya Swan, the 23-year-old Swan. Shout out to her.
About your relationship with your family, with your parents. Never, ever, ever talk badly about your side of your family to your men, because you will see that will affect you so much when you guys fight. You might not have perfect relationship with your mom, with your dad. Do not go to your man and don't tell him.
It said Jeeves. Also Jeeves. Yeah, that sounds like a butler name. Don't name your kid Jeeves, Bartholomew, or Alfred.
Bad things about your family. Never, ever, ever do that, because when you guys fight, he will use that against you. He might. I'm not saying he will. He might use that against you. And whenever you share those bad things about your family to your man, he automatically will not respect your parents. And your parents are the most important, valuable people that have to be in the eyes of your man. Please listen to me again. You don't have to have perfect relationships with your family, but that is your relationship with your family. To your men, they should always be good people. And you should always make sure that a guy that you're dating, it doesn't matter older or younger, he should always know that you respect your dad, that your dad is always there for you, that your dad is the most important man in your life, that your dad is the one to protect you. When you do that, you will see how much different he will treat you. And the same about your mom. Never talk badly about your parents and your family to your guy. It doesn't make you or your family look better. All right, girlies, there's actually so much more that I want to share, but I feel like the video is going to be like 2 hours long. If you want a second part of this video, if you want more lessons from me that I've learned from dating older men, please let me know in the comments below.
So shout out to her for the good content. Shout out to her for the good content. I think that she was right on some stuff. It's all in good fun. I think that she was right on some stuff, and I think that she was off on other things. But ultimately, it should be more women that's also having conversations on how to keep these great men, but very few of them are able to stick around long enough to actually be able to keep them. Shout out to her. I mean, it was really compelling content. I liked it. I think that it was awesome. And it was worth reviewing. Very, very interesting to say the least. Let me see. Shout out to Nell, says she matured because she knows her box got a price tag. Oh, Jesus Christ. You see how mean y'all are to the ladies out here in these streets? We like the ladies out here in the streets. All right, so let me get over into this Amanda Seales conversation really quickly. What is up with Amanda Seales? What happened to Mandy? Now, I never personally cared for Amanda Seales. Quagmire. I never personally cared for Amanda Seales, but it seemed like everybody talking about her, and right now she's talking about, or she talked about and opened up about the fact that I'm gonna read that super chat shortly, Jawan Hart. She recently talked about and opened up that I guess black platforms or black spaces in the industry don't really mess with her. Let me see what she's talking about. Let me see if I could just pull it up on this. I hate TikTok, y'all. Y'all got to give me some grace. Absolutely hate TikTok, but I can't even hear it. All right, let me see if I can pull this up. Hold on one second. Give me a second. Man, the seals. I don't even like Amanda Seals. Let's see if I can find something worthy though to talk about, or the actual video that she was out here talking about. Give me a second, y'all. My dog, O'Shea Duke Jackson apparently got a video of her going off and breaking it down, I guess. Or maybe I could just use this one. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me pull up my dog O'Shea Duke Jackson. I think he got probably a good or I heard Pink Book Lessons actually got a video too on it. Let me see. I think she Pink Book Lessons. I'll pull up the Pink Book Lessons one. I've never reviewed a Pink Book Lessons video, so I'll go over that one and see what the else one's popping like.
I just want to say something. If it wasn't for y'all, I would really think that I ain't doing because the industry I'm in does not recognize me. And to be clear, I'm speaking about the black spaces in the industry I'm in, because y'all know I don't give two damns about any of these other spaces, but the black spaces is what I'm referring to, which is largely in part why I've realized like I need to shift out of this industry. You know, like I don't get invited to Essence Women in Hollywood. I've never been invited to the NAACP Image Awards. I've been nominated for an Image Award. Never been invited to the NAACP Image Awards. Never been honored at Black Girls Rock. Like, I've hosted these events. You know what I'm saying? I literally hosted the BET Awards in 2020 in my house, and I was not invited to the BET Awards since. So I just want to thank y'all for always reminding me that I really am valuable, because the game and the industry that I've been in has never let me know.
Entitled, delusional, and annoying.
Why do people believe that, or why do they feel like they need credit from people that don't mess with them? Before we even get into Amanda Seals, why do people feel like they need credit from people that don't mess with them? Amanda Seals' platform is kind of stale. Like I'm on her YouTube channel right now, and it's just kind of corny, bro. Honestly, like it don't look dope. She streamed something 8 hours ago. It only got 1,000 views on it total. don't know. Like, I'm just not feeling it. I ain't feeling nothing that she got going on right now. It just seems corny. But why does she feel as though everybody is against her? She kind of put me in a mindset of one of those people, and it's funny because if I go on her on Google and I'm looking at all of her pictures and stuff like that, she actually like was halfway decent looking back in the day. Well, yeah, I know she trashed because she got a lot of these feminist views. And then obviously, listen, you can't be a feminist and be pro-black at the same time. I think that's actually corny. It's really, really corny. But I don't know why people would still be checking for Amanda Seales in the first place. Why is people even thinking that she dope? Like, she not dope to me.
Amanda Seales came out on Instagram over the NAACP Image Awards weekend, complaining about not being invited to that event and other black events, and how black people are not lifting her up and kissing her behind and showering her and honoring her because she deserves to be honored. Obviously, she didn't take her medicine that day because she is 1000% delusional. And I'll tell you why, but first, take a second to make sure you're subscribed heavy on lathering up the victimhood soap and spreading it everywhere.
I just want to say something. If it wasn't for y'all, I would really... If it wasn't for y'all, I would...
Skylar Jones, you mess with... I'm interested. I would love for somebody to call in here, which I know y'all probably not because I don't think y'all can substantiate y'all argument. I would love for somebody to call in here and help me to understand what's so dope about Amanda Seales. What is awesome about Amanda Seales' platform that then gives us this impression that she's so deep or she's so... And I'm open. I'm genuinely open to seeing like I'm on her YouTube channel right now. And I'm trying to figure out what makes her so awesome. Like, I'm genuinely, I tell you what, I'm going to go through some of her videos. And then and I'm going to see if it's anything worth talking about. I'm going to just pull up a bunch of random videos. Anything that looks interesting, not something that she's interviewing on, but anything that she looks interesting on, I'm going to pull it up and see what's happening.
I was very perturbed to see Whoopi's comments because when you're talking about the uncommitted vote that was taken in Dearborn, Michigan, and really the initiative that was taken, and I spoke to Rashida Tlaib today, and I'm working on linking with her sister and because that's who really pushed it. When you're talking about that, I feel like it is so inept and myopic to say that people who feel like they don't want to vote for Biden because of how he is behaving around Khasa are single issue voters I can't understand why anybody would say that with like real common sense. So Whoopi Goldberg was on The View today talking about the fact that there was a large voter turnout in Michigan during their primaries that voted uncommitted. And, the uncommitted vote basically states that you're voting, but you're not committing to any of the candidates that are on the ballot. And what it is kind of like a proof of life. It's saying like, we're part of the process, we're here, but we're in the primaries phase and we're going to vote because we're showing you that we are a voter bloc and that we matter. And us voting, and Michigan is a state that was flipped. Okay. So
let's go over to the next video. Nope, ain't nothing there. Let me see if I can find something else. I don't know. I don't see anything that's... I just don't. Like, I don't see what the awesomeness is. I'm not seeing where the deepness is. I don't know where it resonates with y'all.
we got a racist national anthem while degrading the Black national anthem because they said that it is divisive, even though they want to be divided. And let me just also say, they want to be divided is not something I'm just saying loosely. They support legislation that supports redlining. They support legislation that through the voucher system, through the school voucher system, supports segregation by education. They support legislation that undermined affirmative action.
This is directly on her platform. This is directly from her platform.
They support the efforts of Edward Bloom to now try to take down the Fearless Fund because they are an African American fund for Black women, as a precedent to then make it illegal for Black people to help Black people under the banner of Blackness. They want to say that that's discrimination, even though this country was based on discriminating against Black people, and it does not allow for equality, and it has not corrected the wide chasm of economic disparity that was created by these policies. And like I just said, when you have policies like redlining and gerrymandering, the prison industrial complex still in.
This is same old, same old, same old. Let me see what y'all talking about inside of the chat. This shit is just like, honestly, it's just putting me to sleep, bro. It's doing absolutely, and maybe I'm just not deep enough. Let me see if I can find one more. I'm going to see if I can find one more video and see if it's worth me actually looking at and reacting to. Because all she's doing is complaining about the fact that the people don't fuck with her. And she's pro-Black, but the pro-Blacks don't mess with her. She don't mess with white people. There's nothing to see here, bro. I can't even pull it up. Let me see what y'all talking about inside of the chat, and we'll go from there. We'll figure it out. I don't even want to review anything Amanda Seals. Jawan Hart says Hillary Clinton face You talking about that girl. She hit the wall at the speed of light. Shout out to Jawan. I appreciate you. Mr. Guap says Seals is one of the only women I know that successfully spoke her way into being. Yo, and she do look crazy now. Like, if you look at Amanda Seals, I'm about to just Google her. I'm about to show you her. I don't even know how this happened. Like, she's not she's the same age as me. Look, she wasn't bad looking at all. At all. Like, she was a decent looking chick. And it's like all of that, like a really decent looking chick. And it's like all of that. You can't tell me that this chick ain't ugly. I mean, that she's like, she's not. Or at least, like, she was a decent, very, very nice looking, decent looking woman. Just from an optics perspective. Like, before she opened her mouth, she was really, really decent looking. She was really pretty. And you know what's so funny? It's always people telling me in the chat, oh, Anton, you're just not deep enough. Now it's like, I don't know what happened. And it's not, obviously, she's not ugly. That's not what we're saying. We'll never say nothing like that. But it's almost like auntie vibes. Like, now crazy hair. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I don't know what happened. Amanda Seals 2024. Like, some of the videos that I see from the clips that pop up for every once in a while, it's like, what the heck is going on? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It's weird, bro. It's very, very weird. But I mean, you know, she cool. I'm just like, the whole feminist vibes is still talking about all of this pro-Black shit. Man, that junk is dead, bro. Don't nobody give a fuck about that junk no more, bro. Like, people are more concerned with inflation, the migrant crisis. Everything is becoming unaffordable. It's bigger things to tackle at this point that is more relevant to your everyday life than whatever this I can see out of my back pocket nonsense, God body nonsense is. Go woke, go broke. Facts. Absolutely facts. Insecure is the only thing that she's known for. She was on Insecure. I read that one already. Devontae says, Anton, you should check out Jason Whitlock's show today talking about Puff and Black Rock's ties to music. It's interesting. Yeah, I'll look into it. I don't think that there's anything that I want to talk about on After Hours per se. And we already passed the 2-hour mark. So I think that we're going to wind up streaming a lot longer over the weekend. I know I did like Friday and Saturday last week. I'm trying to figure out. Her shows is trash. That's all I'm going to say. I'm trying to figure out whether or not I should, I Don't Need No Man Accelerates Aging. Yeah, that's what I'm always trying to figure out. When these chicks are out here and they got all of this success and stuff, I'm always trying to figure out, well, why they ain't got no man? Why they ain't got no man? And how come don't nobody want to invite her to the galas or to the events that she's supposedly hosting? I'm always trying to figure that. Anyways, shout out to y'all. I appreciate y'all for holding me down. I'm trying to figure out if I should live stream on both Friday and Saturday, or if I should only hit Friday, or if I only should hit Saturday. Last week, we grinded it out. Grinded it out. Last week, we got to it, and we live stream on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I believe. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I believe we live streamed. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. I got to figure that out. I don't know if I should live stream tomorrow night or what, or if I should live stream Friday night and Saturday night. I got to figure that out. So y'all let me know in the chat right now how y'all think we should play this, and we'll go from there. I don't think she serves a purpose on speaking on black issues anymore. I think that junk is tired and it's dead. I think that people are starting to get worn out about the whole idea of black issues in general. It's old. It's tired. It's just an old conversation. Just one of those days AD gets some rest. I ain't worried about rest. I'm a workhorse right now. Corey I. Mars Sr. says, Amanda, I thought she was really pretty back in the day. Don't know if she rolled that ugly on purpose movement or what. Is heartbreaking. Shout out to that. Saturday only get some rest. People are tired of the whole black thing, bro. Feminism happened. Saturday only. I got a friend coming in tomorrow, so we're going to see how that go. I don't know. I'll talk to her and see what she want to do. I got my homegirl flying in tomorrow, so I'm going to see what she want to do, if she want to live stream tomorrow night. Or if we just going to record and just cook up all week long. I got to see what that's going to be about. So. But do y'all think that black issues is still relevant before we get up out of here? Yeah, I'm tired of all of the blackity blacks myself personally. I'm just reading through the chat and seeing what y'all talking about. Both days, a lot of us needs you. Well, if I live stream tomorrow night, then I got to see what Mika is talking about, because Mika is coming in tomorrow. So, because if we live stream tomorrow night and then we live stream Saturday, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Maybe, I don't know. I got to see what that's going to talk about. I'm going to see my live stream with Miss Stiglitz. I got lineup I got coming through is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. So I'm gonna see what Mika talking about tomorrow, and we're gonna see how that's playing out and how that's talking. So, Y'all give me some insight on whether or not y'all want me to live stream tomorrow night and Saturday, just Friday, and then we go from there. Black issues don't pertain to me. Black issues. How are black issues still relevant? How are black issues still relevant? Tell me how black issues is still relevant. I'm curious about that. I think it's corny, bro. I think it's old. It's been old. Some people are saying both. I don't know. We'll see what happens. So I'm gonna play it by ear and see what's going on. And this is the best time to be black, getting DEI privileges and all, says Molly. I'm black, so I'm relevant. Special bag chaser show. Whatever you want. Let's drag Amanda some more. Black DAs, black mayors. The only black issues got played out in 2005. Facts. Oh yeah, I'm gonna probably take Sunday off. I ain't tripping off of that. All right. Well, looks like the people have spoken, and we just gonna play it by ear based off of convenience. All right. So I did want to tap in with y'all and kick it with y'all for a little bit and see what y'all wanted to talk about, and we will go from there. So tomorrow we got the Millionaire Morning Show. We're gonna get it popping, and then I'm gonna be recording and working, and we're gonna see what it do. All right. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for continuing to hold me down. I'ma holler at y'all later. Peace. Y'all crazy. Y'all want me to drag Amanda Seals? Why? She hasn't done anything to me personally, and I haven't seen anything really relevant in her life to actually make it make sense, but we'll go from there.